Hello, everybody. This is our project update for Kaiser Cucumber's 3-Night Heist and End of the Line Post-Apocalyptic Family Survival. For folks who are just checking in, we're fighting a box. I'm Seppi. This is Mark. And we've been making games in an indie fashion from Minneapolis since 2012. Like, where we are located was an earlier confusion today. I'm old. Get used to it. So, jumping right into the good news, we have so much good news, and we have a couple downers. The downers are going to be us talking about convention cancellations, but let's start with the great news. End of the Line, Post-Apocalyptic Family Survival, our new edition of our cult classic, is going to press now, Mark?
Yeah, it is currently in proofing. We've uploaded files to the company that we use for printing. Proofing basically means that they are looking at the files. They are telling us things that we may want to fix to make the perfect game for everybody, and we're doing that.
Yeah, in old school, we used to call that pre-press. We are locked into pre-press for that. But the files have been submitted. They did one round of pushback, and we're fixing those now. But all that stuff should be resolved like this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but also we submitted files for
Puppies or Poop.
Puppies or Poop. For folks who don't know, Puppies or Poop is our reskin of our sold 17,000 copies entry-level game called Squirrel or Die. Squirrel or Die is a sort of multiplayer minesweeper kind of experience where you're building a minefield and then trying to survive it. But this time, it is doggy landmines and the cutest puppies that you're trying to. We have to thank, of course, Adam and Mr. Darcy and Neil. Neil's my favorite, and Jack for lending their star power to this reskin of Squirrel or Die. But the good news for you is that if you are interested in this for cute sake version of End of the Line, or not End of the Line, of for Squirrel or Die, then you can get it in Pledge Manager for both of these two games, which are going to enter Pledge Manager. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And finally, we are getting all the files together so that we can go to press also by the end of the month for Kaiser Cucumber and the Gangs of Mechanical Corners. Not the RPG, that's going to be next month, but just for the card game, the parts that we are going to be manufacturing overseas. That is, and if you didn't know, we're doing the RPG domestically. That is going to go to press this month. Anything that I missed there, Mark?
Nope, that is it. So, yeah, we're talking about Gangs going to press early because there's some stuff going on, you know?
Yeah, stuff.
Stuff.
Do you want to talk about what we're doing about tariffs, or do you want me to talk about it?
I could talk about it.
All right, you do it. Downer number one.
Yep, as Seppi said earlier in this video, there is now a 20% tariff on our games. So what that means for you who have backed these projects is nothing. The prices are not going to change. The shipping may wiggle a little bit once we get to shipping, but the prices are going to stay the same for all of you.
You will pay nothing additional for product for this. However, that is our hope. That
yes.
is our hope.
If you have not yet supported End of the Line and want to get your copy, now is your last chance to get it at that Kickstarter price of $35. And at the end of the month, it's going to go up to retail price of $40.
Yes. So this will be the last time to get it at the Kickstarter price, or let other people know last time they can get it at the Kickstarter price. But it is going to have its price reflected in retail for our new reality, which is a bummer. Bummer number one for us because we're just going to eat the tariff cost.
Mm-hmm.
And then bummer number two, it's going to have to go up in retail. All right. So are we ready for next bummer?
Let's do the next bummer.
The next bummer is we are canceling Gen Con.
Why are we canceling Gen Con, Seppi?
We are canceling Gen Con. But the good news is, again, because you are our priority, we are canceling Gen Con because fulfillment for all three of these games, that is Kaiser Cucumbers and the Gangs of Mechanical Corners, End of the Line, and Puppies or Poop, is sort of in that end of July window, early August window, which is when Gen Con is. And we had to make the decision, are we going to do Gen Con, or are we going to make sure that we are on point for fulfillment? And we are going to stick to fulfillment. So we're going to be in Duluth while everybody else is having fun in Indianapolis.
We're going to be having fun in Duluth. Putting
Hopefully.
stuff in boxes.
Oh my God. Last time I packed boxes so hard, I can't even describe what I did to my hands. Mark knows. He's like, oh my gosh. We did some vicious things to my body at the end of last year. Like my hand and my throat took like a lot of damage.
Anyway.
Oversharing.
You'll see gangs and end of the line switching over from pledge manager to late pledge before then, after games go to press, and hopefully when they hit a boat to us.
When we know that they're on the boat, we will be switching all of those from late pledge to pledge manager. Now, there is a little bit of confusion where late pledge is for certain things, like late pledge and late backing for end of the line is on GameFound.
You can find the link down below.
Yep, and late pledge is on Kickstarter, and we're going to move it to our Shopify for gangs. So we apologize for that confusion. We've been trying to optimize, and more importantly, we've been trying to figure out a system that works best for everybody, and that experiment has caused some extra steps along the way. In positive convention news, I will be at Adepticon at the end. It was 50-50. I know we talked about whether or not I'll be at Adepticon. I will be at Adepticon this month. But since we can't end with the downer, and I don't know if me and Adepticon isn't an upswing, we have one other piece of amazing news.
Yeah, the last thing is that if you want to hear more about our upcoming t-shirt launch, sign up for our newsletter.
I finally got Mark to agree that some of these characters, particularly the ones from End of the Line, deserve to be immortalized on t-shirts, and all of that we're going to discuss, not here because it's not appropriate for that, but we're going to move that discussion to our newsletter or our video channels. All right, we did it, Mark. We did it. Everybody, stay safe and have fun.
Yep.
Remember, joy is a protest.
And if you support any projects after watching this video, don't forget to tell them that Kaiser Cucumber
sends his regards.